start seated. And as you may be aware, it's the spring equinox. And so what that means is that we are at that point in the year where we have a balance between light and dark. But at this exact moment, the light is tipping the scales in its favour, and we're going to have more and more light. So I want to work with that idea of light and moving towards the light tonight. So if you take your seat, and take a comfortable seat so that you don't have to think too much about your posture. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. And take a moment to recognize where you're at in your life. The ways that life has worked out for you the way you wanted. And the ways it hasn't. And bring to mind the parts of your life that feel unresolved. Often they're floating towards the surface in a way. The parts where there's a future that you want, or something that you want and you can't quite have it. I'm going to read some advice from Rilke, from his Letters to a Young Poet. He says, "Have patience with everything unresolved in your heart, and try to love the questions themselves, as if they were locked rooms or books written in a foreign language. Don't search for the answers, which could not be given to you now, because you would not be able to live them. And the point to life is to live everything. Live the questions now. Perhaps then, someday far in the future, you will gradually, without even noticing it, live your way into the answer." So imagine these questions, these unresolved parts of your life. Imagine them as seeds, seeds of light. And they're surrounded by a dark husk. Plant these seeds in your heart. Imagine yourself really doing that, digging a little hole, planting the seed, covering it over with the dirt. But that seed, no matter how deep you bury it, it still has that speck of light right at the center. Once you've done that, bring your feet onto the mat with your knees bent in front of you. Bring your hands onto your knees and keep your awareness in your heart center where you planted that seed. And as you inhale, lift your chest quite gently. And as you exhale, round your back. Let your movement nurture the seeds in your heart. So moving in a way that to you feels nurturing, feels compassionate. Next time that you inhale, just come to neutral. And then come to all fours on your mat. And setting up your all fours, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Keep your awareness with that little seed in your heart. Doing a little cat and cow as you inhale, lifting your head and your tailbone, and exhaling to round your back. And again, thinking about nurturing those seeds. Let go of the way you want them to bloom, and just take care of them as they are. Inhale to neutral, and exhale, sit back onto your heels. As you inhale, rise up onto your knees, reach your arms into the air, and as you exhale, tilt over to the right. As you inhale, come through the center, and as you exhale, tilt over to the left. And let this be a lovely flow into the center, and exhale to the right. And again, we're just nurturing those seeds. Taking care of those questions in our heart. Next time that you go to the left, that's your last one. And when you're in the center, exhale and bring your hips to your heels. Relax your arms. This time, inhale, rise all the way up. Reach your arms up. And as you exhale, press your hips forward and arch back. Let your heart open and imagine the husk of that seed cracks. And then when you exhale, just gently sitting down on your heels, relaxing your arms, eyes closed. The husk of that seed has cracked open, and the light starts to get through the crack, moving from the center of the seed outwards. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hands to the mat, come to all fours. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, lift your knees. Inhale to plank. And exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Untuck your toes. Seeds don't just need nurturing. They need some water as well. So feel your breath, the ripple of your breath like water. Inhaling to lift your chest, your head off the mat, and exhaling to lower back down. Rising up on your inhale and lowering down on your exhale. And feel your breath moving around your heart center, as if with each breath there were a little ripple through that seed that encourages the light to start to flow out. Let's do one more lift and hold that highest comfortable position for a few breaths. And as you hold here, breathe into your heart center. Let the light start to flow from that inner part of the seed all the way out, filling the whole of your heart, the whole of your chest. Exhale gently, lower down. Relax your forehead onto the mat. Relax your legs. Inhale now. And as you exhale, press back, hips to heels, child's pose. As you inhale, come up onto your hands and knees. Spin your feet off the mat to the right side. So you're pivoting around your knees, your feet move off the mat, and then as you exhale, hips to heels so that you get a very gentle stretch along the left side of your body. Inhale, come back up to the center. Spin your feet off the mat to the other side, and exhale, hips to heels. So continue to make this movement as you move side to side. Make it nurturing. And let the breath be that gentle ripple through your heart center, so that with each breath the light can spread out a little more through your chest. Come to the center now. Tuck your toes. And this time as you exhale, lift your knees and make your way into a downward dog. Feel the whole of your heart area, your chest, your upper back. Breathe into that part of your body and feel it full of light. Inhale, step your right foot between your hands. Bring your right hand to your elbow, and as you exhale, twist to the right side, lifting right shoulder on top of left. Inhale, rotate to the center, and exhale, come back to downward dog. Inhale, left foot between your hands, left hand to hip. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale to the center, and exhale, downward dog. So keep going with that little flow. Inhaling to step forward. Exhaling to twist. Inhaling to the center. And exhaling to downward dog. Let the movement be nurturing. The breath moving in your heart. And letting this movement create a little bit of freedom, so that as the light expands, it's not going to get stuck anywhere in your body. And this time when you find yourself in downward dog, pause. Breathe. And feel the light spreading out. Not just in your chest, your upper back, but now in your abdomen, your lower back. Inhale, step your right foot between your hands. Exhale, lower your left knee, untuck your toe. And inhale, reach your arms all the way up, open your heart. And exhale, bring your hands back down. Inhale, downward dog. And exhale. Inhale, left foot between your hands. Exhale, lower your right knee, untuck your toe. Inhale, reach your arms up, open your heart. Feel that light expand. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale here. One more time on each side in your own time. And as you inhale, reach up, feel that energy, that light start to flow up along your arms. Inhale, and from your downward dog, exhale, lower your knees, untuck your toes. So think about the left side of your body. Your left hand should be under your left shoulder, fingers slightly spread, index finger pointing towards the top of your mat. So pivot your left foot off the mat, so you're pivoting around your knee. Bring your right foot all the way back, so you're creating a straight line, left hand, left knee, right foot. And then inhale, lift the right side of your body on top of the left. And let yourself breathe here. Feeling the energy start to flow out from your heart. And if you would like to, instead of reaching up with your right arm, reach over your head, palm facing down, and then start to reach behind you so that your hips press forward and your heart lifts. And start to feel that light flowing not only through your arms, but starting to flow downwards as well, through your legs as they open. Inhale to neutral and exhale to all fours. pause, take a little breath. Let that breath flow through your heart, creating a ripple, sending the light out. And then take your pivot around your right knee, right foot off the mat to the right side. Just check that your right hand is under your right shoulder. Index finger points to the top of your mat and your fingers slightly spread. Take your left foot back, create a straight line. Right hand, right knee, left foot. Inhale, lift the left side of your body on top of the right. And again, start to breathe really freely. Letting that breath ripple through your heart, sending the light from that little seed all the way out. It's amazing how much potential there can be contained in such a small seed. Again, if you want to, you can exhale, bring your hand over your head, palm facing down, and then inhale, arching back. Letting your heart open, heart full of light now. Inhale to the center and exhale all four. Inhale and exhale, bring your hips to heels, child's pose, rest your head, relax your arms, take a breath. Inhale, rise up onto your heels, and then come all the way up onto your knees and tuck your toes under. So if you've got a very hard floor, you might want to fold your mat over a few times to give your knees some support, or some padding, or you might be on your blanket. Be comfy is the point. So once you're here, close your eyes and feel your heart open, that light spreading out through your body. We're going to open the heart a little more. So we don't just need nurturing, we don't just need water, we need some nutrients as well for this seed. We need to help it to grow. So reach back with your right hand, find your heel. And from here, keep your hand on your heel and feel like you're pressing your hips forward so that they come more over your knees. And when you do this, you really want to be paying attention that the curve that you're creating in your lower back is an acceptable position. So you're just going as far forward as acceptable to you. And then you inhale and rise up to the center. Left hand back. With your left hand on your heel, press your hips forward and then rise up to the center. So we're flowing in that way, right hand back and hips forward. And if that feels quite nice, the extra addition is to reach that left arm back over your head, pressing your hips forward, opening your heart. And then in that nurturing movement, still nurturing, inhale, come to the center. So everything becomes a lovely flow. Exhaling back, left hand to heel, right arm over your head. Inhale to the center. And if you want to, you move a little bit more slowly. You don't have to move in time with your breath, but just keep breathing. And so the nutrients are found in the dirt. They're often found in the challenges as we journey through our yoga practice, as we journey through life. So letting the challenge of the pose release its nutrients, release its goodness. And when you go back to the left, make that your last one. And in your own way, your own time, come either to sit on your heels or come all the way forward into child's pose. Let everything begin to settle. Breathing into your heart, the breath like a wave. Let that wave ripple gently through your whole body. Stretch your arms forward. Inhale, come up onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes. And exhale, lift your knees, come to all fours. Breathe. The breath, washing the light from those cracked seeds out through your arms, through your legs. Allow the pose to test you. Allow it to challenge you. Inhale, walk your feet all the way forward until they're in between your hands. And then exhale, round forward over your legs. We're going to reach forward, rise up. So as we do this, imagine taking a deep breath that sends that light out through the whole of your body. So reach forward, inhale, rise all the way up, reach towards the sky. And then bring your hands to prayer above your head. Exhale, draw your hands down to the level of your heart. Step your feet slightly apart. Relax your arms and breathe. And in this standing position, just feel how easily the breath can move through your body. Stand on your left leg. Bring your right foot over to the left side of your left foot so that your outer feet almost touch. Sweep your arms out and up as you inhale. Take hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Once more, inhale, root down as you lengthen upwards. and exhale, tilt over to the left. Breathe. Remember that sense of nurturing. The breath, a gentle ripple. Inhale, come up to the center. Exhale, sweep your arms down and uncross your legs. Take a breath. Stand on your right leg, cross your left foot over your right. Inhale, sweep your arms out to the sides and all the way up. So you're taking your right hand around your left wrist. Exhale. Inhale, root down as you lengthen upward. And exhale, tilt over to the side, to the right side. So that light has spread from the seeds. Questions moving from your heart into your whole body, so that we might live the questions and live our way into the answers. Inhale all the way up to the center, and exhale, sweep your arms down and then uncross your legs. Take a breath, standing towards the top of your mat. Inhale. And exhale, bring your hands to prayer. Inhale, reach up, feel your whole body full of light. And exhale, fold forwards, bowing forwards over your left. Inhale, step your right foot back and rise up into a high lunge. Let that light move down through your legs so you have stability. Let that light move up through your arms so that you're open. Inhale. And when you exhale, bring your arms to cactus so that your elbows are at shoulder height and your palms face forward, fingers together. Inhale. And as you exhale, ever so slightly arching back and drawing your elbows back. That's it, so elbows at shoulder height. Yep, there we go. Yeah, great. Good. And from here, feel how open your heart is. So that light doesn't just want to stay inside of you. It wants to shine out of you into the world. So if that is what you feel, allow that to happen. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, bring your hands down. Inhale, step your right foot forward. And exhale, round forward over your legs. Take your hand to your opposite elbow, hang forwards and breathe. Hands to the mat, either side of your feet. Soften your knees if you need to. Inhale, big step back with your left foot, coming up into your high lunge. On an exhale, let the light flow down into your legs, bringing stability. On an inhale, let the light flow up through your arms, your head, so that you feel open. Exhale, bend your elbows to shoulder height, palms facing forward, fingers together. Inhale. And as you exhale, arch back, elbows back. Let your heart be completely open, like the husks of those seeds have just fallen down, and all of that light can shine out from the center of your heart. All those questions. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, step back to downward dog. And exhale, lengthen your heels to the mat. Inhale, bring your knees to the mat. And exhale, hips to heels. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Sit on your sit bones. Have your knees bent and your feet flexed. Relax your arms down by your sides. On an inhale, sit up straight. And on your exhale, feel as though you're bending at your hips, as if you could lay your tummy and your chest onto your thighs. Take your hands around the balls of your feet. Keep your feet flexed. And then tilt your head forwards as if your nose were going to come between your knees. Take a deep breath. Keeping your abdomen on your thighs, you might be able to shuffle one heel forward an inch and then the other, and you'll be a little bit deeper in your pose. Remember that sense of nurturing yourself, that sense of the breath being able to flow and ripple through. If you want, you can do that again, shuffling one heel forward an inch, then the other. You're roughly aiming to keep your upper body connected to your legs, although of course it may slightly move away, and that's okay. Nurturing the breath like a wave. We just let ourselves live our way into the answers. Making use of everything that light gives us, that life gives us. The nurturing, the challenges, the light, the dirt. Release your hands from your feet down onto the mat either side of your legs. Inhale, straighten your spine, press your hands into the mat, walking your hands in towards you to rise all the way up. Exhale, relax your legs. Take your hands behind you, fingers facing in towards your body. You can have your knees bent for this one. If you prefer, we're lifting the hips. Inhale, lift. 3 breaths. Engage your glutes, lift those hips. And exhale down. Turn over onto your back now. Have your warm clothes, your blanket handy for Shavasana so that you don't have to get up again. Once you're on your back, bend your knees. Feet on the mat, feet together, knees together. Take your arms out at shoulder height, either palms facing up, or come into cactus pose with your arms, whichever you prefer. Look for something gentle, something really comfy. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the right, head to the left. Slow down your breath and let everything begin to settle. Inhale to the center and exhale to the other side. Inhale into the center and exhale, stretch out your legs and make your way into Shavasana. We've journeyed through our yoga practice, letting those questions, those unresolved questions in our lives, fill our bodies. Not looking for those seeds to bloom in a particular way, but just allowing them to bloom in whatever way is natural for them and for us in this life. Have patience with everything unresolved in your heart, and try to love the questions themselves as if they were locked rooms or books written in a foreign language. Don't search for the answers which could not be given to you now, because you would not be able to live them, and the point is to live everything. Live the questions now. Perhaps then, someday far in the future, you will gradually, without even noticing it, live your way into the answer. Let yourself just be. Let everything settle. Relax. Feel yourself lying on the floor. Take a deeper breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Kindly and calmly, bringing yourself back. And either hug your knees or reach your arms above your head and stretch. If you're not sure which one, do the stretch. With your knees bent, roll over onto one side and pause there for a moment before coming up to seated. And in your seated pose, bring your hands to prayer. Wishing that in doing our practice tonight, at the time of the spring equinox, this might be an opportunity to bring balance into our lives. An opportunity to welcome the light back. To welcome the light into our lives. That it might be a cause for us to have patience with everything unresolved in our hearts. And to learn to love the questions themselves. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you have a lovely evening. Happy spring equinox.